see. Hi everybody, I am Callisto Creates and welcome back to my stream. Today I'm playing Minecraft and again I am joined by the loverly Trench Rat. Say hi, Trenchy.
Hello, I'm in a trench.
You are in a hole. How are you doing down there?
Just gonna be digging down into the earth until I figure out a spot where I can actually expand because we are in a very narrow mountain.
Oh, I see. Well, you've been working so hard, so long with no breaks for water. So, here you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I
um,
guess I guess this is my ration for the week.
we don't have very much food. I don't know what to tell you.
We have a ranch outside. I can hear it.
That's right. So a little bit changed. So I actually just made this before I started streaming. It's a little organized type area thing. Um, just kind of a place to kind of keep our stuff. But also, while I was offline, or while I wasn't streaming, I made a ranch and a farm down here.
Digging a hole.
So I made
Oh,
a ranch. There's a hole down here. Have we gone in this hole?
yes, we have. Remember?
I don't think we explored all of it though. So
Yeah, we have.
here's for our horses and our donkeys. Are we gonna put our donkeys down here? Or are we gonna
Yeah, I
leave
think
them
we'll,
up
we'll,
there?
we'll eventually put them down there.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, the madame's not gonna be too happy about seeing that copper rusting up there.
Um, but yeah, this was kind of the
How dare you?
oof, oof, oofda. Why oof? This is good. This is progressing. It's a nice farm. And we got our ranch set up.
We
Why
make
would it be the
beets.
oof?
I want my beet soup.
Yes, I did plant beets for you. I actually planted, I think, 3 rows of them, um, because we can trade to the village. So there's plenty.
Should I carve designs into the walls down here? Or should I wait for that for later?
Can you do that?
Well, not necessarily. I just start using staircases into the walls to kind of give it more texture.
Yeah, you should do that. I have no idea how to do that. So if you can,
I'm
good on you.
very good with the barns. I mean, that was all her, by the way. The barns.
Oh yeah, the barn design thing. It took so much like so many resources. I used like almost all of our iron. It pissed me off. I had to go and get more. But I think it looks pretty okay. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible.
I like how you use the barrels as the post markers.
Yeah, the barrels, it's also nice because it's for the storage. So for like the different animals and what they eat, you can find them in the barrels. I usually put it in the furthest corner that's like facing out. Hi. Where's Moofer and Mufina? Where's Mufina? Moofer. Okay. Well, remember there's Mufina. Okay, good. She got it. Yeah, there's Moofer and Mufina. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's well. I have a headache, so I am probably lackluster today. No, you can't. You're gonna get me arrested. You're gonna get me arrested. I can hear the police right now. They're saying wee woo, wee woo. No. Ah! You bitch ass cunt chicken. Get in here. It is now. Dumbass kid. Don't know what's good for him. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna slaughter some of these sheep. Just because they're so loud. I realize naming one of the cows might be my downfall because it's going to be very hard to kill them and not kill the others. So just killing them in front of the new babies I made. Oh, my thing broke. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5.
Oh, that's really good.
Alright. There's a lot of cows in there. Pigs are doing okay.
Montague, I need you to keep an eye out. I have to do something down below again.
Are you okay? Are you gonna die?
Why would I die?
I don't know. You made it sound like you were dying.
Just don't mind keep an eye on things up there.
I mean, I'm just killing pigs, so. Whoa, hey. This is a PG-13. Not on my Christian Minecraft server. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Jimkins.
I can sing sea shanty. You're allowed.
Yeah, you can. I said chimkin, not sea shanty. I don't know where you got sea shanty from. How my bees doing? My bees. My bees. I also got some bees. Bees. Bees, they buzz. Kittable dandelion fuzz. And I'll be doing whatever snow does in summer. La da 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 da. Let's see. Don't you dare. Sorry, my brain is like 2 steps behind right now. Okay, let's see. There's another melon? You're in a hole? Is it a physical or a mental hole? Oh, I understand. You'll get through it. You got this. Having fun?
Yes.
Fair enough. That's good. That's the whole point, as long as you're having fun. Da 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 la da 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 da. Huh? What you talking about?
I'm just standing there.
Me? I was in the chest. You know, that's a normal thing for people to do.
There's no such thing as normal.
Well, it's as normal as it gets. Alright.
Crazy ghost story time.
Ooh, yes, please. Let's talk ghost stories. I love ghost stories.
You may or may not be aware, I work at a theme park, in particular a very famous theme park in California.
Yes.
Such, there's a hotel connected to it. Opened up around a couple of years afterwards. Afterward, the original opening of Disney.
Yeah, it didn't.
And it's among a lot of the officers, it's considered very, very haunted. And I do mean actually haunted. It's kind of an interesting thing. Basically, never work graveyard shift if you ever decide to work for that particular group.
Why though?
Okay, so anyway, I better
Yeah.
get into that.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Why? But why though?
so I've seen a lot of crazy crap, and it just night shift. I haven't even done graveyard shift, but I've done night shifts there.
Hmm.
And oh, I'm cool. And I think one particular one that stood out to me was I think we were just reopening. They had too many bodies wandering around aimlessly. It's like, okay, so we got way too many of you here at closing, so we're gonna separate half of you, and from that group,
Reasonable.
half of you are gonna go to downtown, and the other half are gonna go to the hotels.
Reasonable. Sounds reasonable.
Now, you don't really think much on it. It's like, oh, okay, she's just trying to get stuff done, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares? Who cares? Doesn't matter to me.
Anyway,
Any day.
that's how I love my so I got sent off to hotels.
Ah.
So I'm doing my thing, wandering around. There's this one section at the hotels that have a lot of conference centers, right?
Mhm.
And these conference centers, they're like I said, they hadn't even reopened the hotel yet, so we were just wandering around. And I just hear this weird rattling, something rolling around. I don't really pay much attention to it. I'm thinking, somebody's just setting something up. They're getting ready for the influx of people coming back in, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
And it got to the point where that rattling got louder, and then it
Mhm.
just suddenly stopped, and I just like, okay,
Always a good sign.
it just quieted down. After it just kind of it sounded like it was just maneuvered away. It's like, okay, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Run away screaming, maybe.
I'm not gonna run away.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I'd be
I haven't
out.
even gotten to the juicy bit.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, but if
Oh,
I hear
hello, Lantern. How we doing?
hi, welcome to the stream.
And anyway, so I'm
We're
just there,
talking ghost stories.
particularly stuff from my work. So anyway, I'm there, and I just hear this wheel rattling thing, and I get as far as I can because I'm at the moment I wasn't trained to patrol the hotel.
Uh-huh.
So I go out, and this rattling thing comes back again. It's just
Yeah.
weird rattling noise. It's like, okay, that's weird.
Okay, I love how you just shrug it off. You're just like,
So
all right.
I don't really think much of it, and then I turn around, I see this food cart rolling away. The regular food cart just rolling away. And then it turns around. It turns around and starts rolling at me.
Nah, I'd be
And
out.
it keeps rolling. It keeps rolling. It's rolling a little faster now. It
Uh-huh.
keeps rolling. I'm just standing there just watching this thing.
Uh-huh.
It's about to hit me.
Uh-huh.
At the last moment, it swerves around me,
Uh-huh.
continues on down the corridor, and literally rounds the corner.
And you just stood there. You're just like, what an odd day. What a strange day to be working.
What do you even say to that? That's what I want to know.
You leave. You get out.
Anyway,
Why would you stay?
just as it turns the corner, I hear an ethereal voice.
Uh-huh.
It just says corner, which is the thing we say whenever we want to round the corner.
What the fuck? Nah, I'd be fucking out. I'd be gone. I'd be gone. I'd be like, thank you for being respectful. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Like,
You would
out.
literally just kind of out, or just be like, nope. Just
Yes!
walk away out.
I'd just leave. Like, they were being respectful and shit, but not. Working the night shift for a hotel and you have to deal with the people you deal with, and then this motherfucking ghost is gonna try to push a freaking, like, cart into your way and then just tries to be respectful and it's like, corner, no! No, I'd be out! I'd say, thank you for not hitting me, goodbye. And I would sign in my 2 weeks and I say, look, I'm a time traveler, it's been 2 weeks, see ya. I'd be gone! I would be out! No!
Oh, come on, it can't be that bad.
I definitely could. It can always be that bad. That's what people in horror movies who die say. They say, "Oh, it can't be that bad." Yeah, it can be that bad. Out of there. Yeah, Lantern agrees. Lantern agrees. Lantern agrees that they would be out. They would be gone. So what did you do? You just were like, huh?
I didn't
You
know.
just
I don't know.
shrugged it off and
Like I
just
was just
continued
staring
with
at
your
this.
day?
I was just staring at this because I had no idea what to respond to that. How do you even respond to that? It just sounded like something that goes on the cutting room floor of Ghostbusters. You know?
What you respond is you say thank you for not hitting me. Like, appreciate. Don't come back. And you leave. You leave. I'm not crazy in this, right, guys? Seriously.
So you just want me to just kind of nope, I'm out, I'm done.
I'd be
I'm
gone.
putting a 2 weeks notice here. See
Yeah.
ya.
I would be out. I would be out so fast. Now, my dad, I don't know if you guys know this, but my family, we look into paranormal things. And my dad, if that happened to him, he'd be chasing that cart and he would be right on its tail. He wouldn't even care. He'd just be right there. Freaking, no, I can't even with him sometimes. Oh my gosh, nah. I'd be working, I'd be out.
So you would just kind of accept that was the fate thing. Just kind of nope, I'm out, I'm done.
Yeah. Obviously, it's doing its own thing. It's not hurting anyone. And if it was, who am I gonna tell? Am I gonna tell the police? Like, oh, this
Keep myself out as far as possible.
No.
No, and that's not even my only ghost story. Like I said, I work at a very haunted area. It is what it is. I mean, the thing's been open since 1955. Of course, there's going to be a couple of hangabouts. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
So I was working a morning shift this time.
Oh, in the morning. Okay.
No, this is going to be an interesting one now.
Yeah.
So this is my first week off.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. I just have to tell you, I'd yeet myself out of there as fast as possible. Understandable. But I was just Googling how to put potions onto dripstone. It's something with the dripstone. I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I started Googling how to put, and it literally says how to put in your 2 weeks. That's the first thing that comes up on Google.
You know what? I can't even get mad at that.
That's the first thing that comes up at Google. Oh my gosh. Oh, so funny. Okay, anyways, go in.
Anyway, so there was this other event, but this happened a lot earlier in my career. There, it's like I was just maybe 2-3 weeks off academy, and it was my first morning shift, and I started beginning morning shifts. I didn't know what I was doing, obviously. So one of the leads comes over and tells me, "Hey, we usually have water in the back over there, behind the kiosk over there, and we haven't set up the water yet. Can you and someone else go and get the water set up?" So I go, "Okay." So I got a more experienced cast member to come over with me. So we go downstairs. We have the coolers.
Yeah, right.
Now, what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to get 2 jugs of the Sparkletts water jug, delivery jugs that they get.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we're also supposed to fill the coolers with ice.
Okay.
So we go, we get the coolers, we get the jugs of water, and we're supposed to fill that up upstairs. So all we need is the ice. So we got to go to this one ice machine that's near the kitchen in the hotels.
Yeah.
So we go, we check the ice machine. It's empty. Completely empty. And then
Did someone forget to put the ice tray back?
No, sometimes it's just one of those things that some people just kind of, with blackouts, and sometimes people forget to fill up the water.
Yeah.
And everything. It just, I don't know if that's people just got there in an off time type of thing. So one of the kitchen staff points us off to the cargo elevator. And says, "Well, there's another ice machine a couple of floors up. You can probably use the ice from there."
Right.
I'm like, okay, so we go.
Understandable.
We get the creepy ass cargo elevator because everything always happens in the cargo
Oh, of
elevator.
course, of course, of course.
uh,
Where else would it happen?
the janky old ass cargo elevator too. You could feel the damn thing shudder when
Oh,
you
good.
stood in it.
Just what you want.
Yeah, so we press the button. The thing creaks and moans. The door doesn't close all the way, so we're going up.
Oh my god.
We're just seeing the floors zip past us. And we get to the floor we need to, so we go. So we go and pick up the thing. We find the ice. And we
Right.
start scooping it into the coolers, and we start heading back to the cargo elevator because we have this wheelie cart. And obviously, it's very difficult to carry heavy water jugs around.
Yeah.
We
Makes
get in
sense.
the cargo elevator. We press the floor that we wanted to go to. The thing starts shooting upwards.
Oh,
Like it's
So
some
at
weird
that point,
springs
you're
to
like-
life. It just okay.
yeah, at that point you're like, okay, well, this is how I die, you know?
Yeah, and it just skids to a stop near the top floor. We're like, okay, how the hell did we end up here?
Uh-huh.
We're looking around. Bump into this hotel cast member. I don't really. He looked a little out of it. He was completely pale. He's like, okay, hey, do you know how to get to the first floor / basement?
Yeah.
And he just points us back to the cargo elevator, saying there's a guest elevator right over there you can use.
Oh, that's
And it's
nice.
like, okay. I mean, that's not a cast member. That's not a guest elevator, but okay.
Oh.
So
Well, if he's out of it, cut the man
so
some
we go
slack.
back. We go back in there. We press another button. It shoots us downward.
Oh, great.
It just drops out from under us and just kind of screeches to a halt. The next floor. It's still not the floor we need to be at.
Great. Just what you want.
We get off. The same damn cast member is standing right there.
Okay.
We're like, okay, weird. Hey, buddy, like we said earlier, we kind of need to get to this floor. You
Right.
know where to go. Once again, you can use the guest elevator and points us back to the fucking cargo elevator.
Okay.
We go in three more times. And most of the times we always ended up on the wrong floor, or we actually ended up once stuck between floors.
Oh, great. Just what you want.
Then we finally got to the floor above where we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And we see the cast member again, and the other guy goes, you know what, we're just going to go find our own way. We'll use one of the actual guest elevators. They're not going to mind. We're in costume and everything. They're not going to yell at us.
Uh-huh.
So we go. We've been lost for about 45 minutes, by the way. We're supposed to check in, like, maybe 30 minutes ago.
Oh, gosh. Oh, great. Of course, yeah.
So
You're like,
imagine they get outside, and the lead's like, what the hell happened? Where have you been?
Right.
So we explained this whole thing. It's like, well, we've been kind of rushing up and down this fucking cargo elevator, and Waldo, the name we're going to use, the cast member, fucking Waldo decided it was a great idea to keep pointing us to the goddamn cargo elevator that kept breaking.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, the only logical thing to do.
And then we just kind of gave up on that and just kind of figured our own way back.
Yeah.
One of the security officers turned around and said, "What did you say, Waldo? What do he look like?" We tell him the description of him. He goes, "You know that guy died about like 20 years ago, right?"
Oh, great. Waldo's a fucking ghost.
Died in the cargo elevator, apparently.
Oh my god, of course he fucking did. Of course he fucking did. Oh, no! I hate it. Thank you, I hate it. Thank you.
Now,
I
that
hate
didn't
it.
ward me off, too, either. It's like, that was my first week. I've been working there for like 3 or 4 years, so...
And you decided it was a good idea to stay.
I'm gonna stick around.
Oh, great. Just, oh my god. Yeah, that dude you're talking to, he's an asshole. Oh, he's also dead.
There's another guy, another one of my friends. He does the graveyard night shift, just wandering around the hotels. So he checks the hotel corridors. He's a bit of an amateur ghost hunter himself.
Huh.
So he usually takes equipment to kind of try to see if he can find something.
Yeah, yeah. And in your line of work, like where you work, that makes sense.
So he took it as a hobby thing. So we're just gonna call him Bruno. I know don't talk
Bruno.
about Bruno. Let's not make that joke here, please.
We
I'm
don't
so
talk
sick of
about
that damn.
Bruno.
I'm so sick of that damn song.
We don't talk about
No, I will do a cease and desist. I will do it. Anyway, so anyway, this Bruno guy, he takes one of those. What are they called? The ones that scan through radio signals and just make
EMF?
chatter. Yeah, he takes an EMF with him, and he's just wandering around. Particularly haunted floor in one of the towers.
Yeah.
At least what's said to be haunted, because, like I said, this is just a bunch of swing and graveyard officers just chattering about what they've seen in there.
Yeah. Just tell them their ghost stories. Makes sense.
So he goes in there and starts looking around like, hey, is there any presence in here? Is there a presence in here? Is there anyone here?
Yeah, is anyone here that wants to talk to us? Yeah, yada yada.
Yeah, that whole Mr. Dick and Caboodle type of thing. He wanders into one of the hotel rooms that he's supposed to check because he has to make sure there's nobody in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes in and does his thing. Suddenly the lights cut out.
Right.
And he crashes into one of the bureaus.
And he dies.
No, he doesn't die.
Dies on impact.
No. The EMF suddenly lights up.
Oh, great.
And
That's
it says,
just
gotcha.
Oh.
Before the lights turn back on.
Nice.
Sophie has a ghost or assholes.
Nice. Okay, well.
As if the ghosts are just general assholes.
I mean, if I'm dead, I'm gonna play pranks on the people who are still alive. Seems logical to me.
Working as a security officer, especially during night shifts, you start hearing these crazy stories.
Yeah, I mean, you're
you
as a
noticed that
security
they're-
officer.
I just realized something.
Huh?
I think we're still stuck on Facebook.
We are?
My hunger bar has not gone down.
Mine hasn't either.
God damn it, it glitched out again.
Oh no.
No wonder nobody's attacked us yet. No wonder we haven't seen any creepers or anything.
Nothing. It's been so nice though.
It's a nice calm stream, I suppose, but where's the threat? Where's the danger?
It's true. It's true. Where's that adrenaline rush?
What's the point?
What's the point? What's the point if I can't stream without creepers?
Creeper.
Make babies.
Oh,
Do it.
Difficulty.
It fans on because it's hella warm, and
Pretty
it
warm,
keeps
yeah.
blowing my hair into my face.
Yes,
It's
it
very
is.
frustrating.
I'm trying to remember if I have any more ghost stories. There's a lot to share. Oh,
Ghost
I have another
stories are
friend.
good.
I'm just gonna call him Jeff.
Jeff! We like Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff's a good name.
He's a great guy. I'm very good friends with him. He usually does operation security
Yeah.
and does patrols in parks, hotels, downtown area. He also
Understandable.
obviously screens with us because he has a guest streaming.
Huh.
He also does the voice of Donald Duck.
Really?
Yeah, he can actually do it spot on.
That's
Kinda
amazing.
hilarious. But it's one of those things. So anyway, he had the privilege of seeing the old AMC theater before they closed down.
Oh.
Now this old AMC theater had a lot of Art Deco to it
Uh-huh.
back in the day. I forgot when they closed it down. Let me see here. They closed it 2018.
Ooh. Really? Huh.
And they closed it
back in 2018. So,
Wow.
and essentially,
I
what
feel
it
old.
was, they had moved the movie theater over
Oof.
to a shopping center nearby called the Garden Walk,
I would go there. That sounds fun.
as well as the House of Blues, which is also moved there. It's been replaced by a bowling alley
Oh.
where we are, which is actually kind of fun.
Do you want me to move the donkeys down?
Yeah, go ahead. We have nothing to worry about. Freaking game setting. I guess this is just a chill chat and build
I
session.
mean, you can keep looking. I'm gonna move the donkeys down.
Anyway, where was I?
I don't know. You were talking about the year that the AMC closed.
Oh, right. So it closed back in 2018. They recently just tore it down this year.
Oh. Why?
They wanted to make room, and it literally was just sitting there rotting, doing nothing.
Oh. Well, sad but understandable.
So anyway, my friend Jeff, he had the privilege of going in there for the last time.
Oh.
So he went into one in there. He went into one of the abandoned theaters.
Yeah.
Like one of the cinema theaters.
As one
And,
does.
you know, obviously it's going to be caked in dust. Just completely caked in layered dust.
Yeah, because it's been abandoned.
Yeah. Now you expect handprints from other officers, footprints from other officers, that type of thing. You know,
Do you?
it's not
That's not
mysterious.
something I would expect.
Well, no, it's one of those things. You know, people are idiots. You know, they're going to be drawing faces in the dust, type of thing. They're going to be, you know, touching everything. Oh, look how neat this is.
Yeah. Look at me draw a dick in the dust. That's what I would do.
Basically.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Obviously, you can't do that in my line of work.
Oh.
Obvious reasons.
Garbage.
But there was this one particular handprint that caught his attention. He took a picture of it, and I saw it. It was this handprint with 6 fingers on one hand.
What?
It had 2 thumbs and 4 very, very long fingers.
Ooh.
Like 1 thumb on either side, and 4 very, very long fingers.
Ew.
And I didn't, you know. And then he went to go take a selfie in front of the old movie theater, just kind of show the screen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Selfie.
And he showed me the picture. There was this huge, massive shadow thing behind him.
Ooh. I
And it
have
had
a
little,
feeling.
little white beady things, the little white beady things where the head's supposed to be.
Ooh.
They were just staring at the lens of the camera. It's kind of weird.
Cool.
We
Again,
jokingly said
I
it
would
was a
be
demon.
out, but
A lot of the officers jokingly said it was a demon.
I mean,
You know, we really didn't think much of it. Then they started tearing the place down. One of the officers who was on patrol when they first tore into that particular theater,
right.
said they heard something scream and saw something run into another building. And the door was still shut, so they had no idea what that was.
Oh. And they didn't check it out or anything.
Yeah, they're gonna chase its shadow thing.
Yes. Yes. You're security guards. You're supposed to be non-biased.
They don't pay us. The security officers are usually the first ones to die in a horror movie. You do know this.
Yeah, you're also supposed to be non-biased.
Look, if a demon wants to live inside a house, let it live inside a house.
You know what? That's understandable. I touched that shit. That's funny. That's funny as heck. Usually you can tell if it's demonic. Like, it's pretty easy. Unless it's, like, something that's purposely trying to hide the fact. I dealt with a, what is it?
Aquaman.
Aquaman! I love Aquaman. I love when he says Aquaman. It's the best. I dealt with a, what is it called?
Really?
No? Maybe? What?
No, the elf fourth trick.
Oh
Is,
yeah,
like,
I
come on,
ignored
guys.
that. Yeah, how
Come on.
dumb you think? You should add a his pickle sound effect. Ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha. Funny. Um, what is it called? I don't know the word. I have a headache. Leave me alone. uh, Hellhound. That's what it
Hellhound.
is. Hellhound. I I dealt with a hellhound once. So you can generally tell it's not fun. It is not a blast, not a party. Do not recommend. It's a 0 out of 10. It's like a 3-star on Yelp. Kind of cool to see. Never again.
Kind of cool. Would not recommend.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. This poor town, this village. I'm so sad. It is abandoned. There's Donkey. Hello, Donkey.
We
there's a
apparently
sheep.
lost the villagers to some weird plague.
Yeah, the Black Plague or something. I was like, oh, what is that cool building over there? It's my barn. Oh, the Hellhound story? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know this.
Not exactly. I started, Shadow and I, we were talking about the supernatural and stuff, and they're just kind of asking me things because of my family and stuff. I've had experiences and I can kind of give advice, and they were just asking me some questions, and I told them the only thing I've really met that I thought was like purposely like demonic would be the Hellhound. Otherwise everything I've met is generally just curious. So yeah, they don't know the story, but they know of it. It was not fun. It's my least favorite thing in the entire world. It actually still scares me.
Fair enough.
I want this cow.
Yeah, it is really corroding up there.
Is it getting worse?
There's another one just turned green.
Oh really? Like full green or spotted green?
Spotted.
Uh-huh.
It's just starting.
Just starting. There are no mobs. Aquaman. Oh, it's my favorite. I love that audio clip so much. Oh man. Oh, here's one of the things. So I think it's the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. Right?
Yeah,
Stanley
yeah.
Hotel is the really haunted one. We were driving through. Tell the Hellhound story. Okay. I was gonna. Actually, no, I wasn't. But okay. So the Hellhound story. It was when I was living in. Woo! There's a bee. I just stole their honey. Okay, I was in Oregon at the time, and my so for the layout, I was in my room. I was in bed. It was like 3:33 in the morning, I think. I'm not sure. But yep, the witching hour. Yeah, it had to be that time. But for the layout, so when you go up the stairs, there's a hallway, and you can either go to the left and then backwards, and there would be one room on the left and then a room to the far back, and then straight at the top of the stairs, if you go to your right, that would be my parents' room. And I was in that room that was down that hallway to the left, and was the door like straight on the left, right? So that was where my room was, and then my parents were right by the stairs. And I don't remember anything happening during the day. It was a normal day, but I ended up waking up in the middle of the night at like 3:33, and it wasn't like in movies where, or like sometimes you wake up and you're just like, oh, and you're so tired and you're like just starting to wake up drowsy, right? Um, I woke up and I was like immediately awake. Like I wasn't drowsy. I was wide awake. Like adrenaline hit me instantly, and it felt like my air was sucked out of me, and it was dead silent. And we had two dogs at the time that would generally bark or growl at like anything, you know. Um, and I was listening to kind of listen if they heard anything because it was dead silent, and usually isn't like dead silent. Usually I can hear a fan or crickets or something, but it was silent, like not a sound. And I just remember looking, my bed was facing right at the door. And so my head was against the far wall. And so I was laying on my bed with my blankets and I was staring out the door. And it feels like it was from a horror movie. I was watching and listening, and it went from being dead silent to I started hearing this breathing, just this heavy, just growling, like just deep breathing, and it sounded far away. And I was like, well, that might be our older dog Guinevere. She was kind of a bigger dog, kind of fat, and she would breathe heavy like that. So I was like, maybe it's Guinevere. But Guinevere slept in my parents' room, and I would have to be like listening really hard, or she'd have to be breathing really heavy for me to hear it. And then I heard these steps, like these heavy stomps. Like it wasn't like thudding, it was more of just the weight of that thing pushed into the ground and making like making the house groan. And I just kept hearing these steps and this breathing, and I felt this panic like wash over me, and I was like, woo, I just stepped in lava. I was I started freaking out, and I called out for my mom, and I was very timid and scared because it sounded like it was coming up the stairs. And of course, if I have to call it out to my parents and there's something in the house, like someone's in the house and I'm calling to my parents and it's right by the stairs, you know? So was very sheepishly calling, and I remember I was gripping my blanket and I was like, Mom? And my voice was shaking, and I heard it just let out this loud huff, and I started to hear chains shaking, like literally the sound of like chains rattling, and the footsteps. The footsteps they started to get heavier and faster, like it was starting to pick up speed going up the stairs. So to go up the stairs, you would go up, and then there would be a landing, and then you turn and you go up again. So it kind of took longer than just a straight up stairway, right? And I continued to listen, and the louder the footsteps got, the more I started like shaking, and I was like almost crying, and I was like, Mom! I was like trying to call out to her because I was terrified. I didn't know what to do, and I felt the tears well up in my eyes because I heard this thing, and the more I spoke, the louder it started to be, and it was like this deep, heavy growl, and it was full of hatred. It was literally evil. Like, I've never felt something that was literally evil, but that sound, it was like the sound of just the intent to hurt someone, and it was terrifying. And the steps got faster, and the chains started to sound like they were banging against my stairs, and I could like tell when my dad's footsteps were coming up the stairs, and it sounded similar, except it was heavy, and there were just 4 of them because there were 2, like a dog running. There was 2 steps and then 2 steps, and it just started getting faster and faster, and my heart rate went up, and I panicked. Hey, I just found another village. Nope, that's our house. I'm a liar.
Nope. Damn it.
And I I just remember ducking under the covers, you know, the kid thing to do, the covers will save me. I went under the covers and I just started sobbing and I was shaking and I was just saying, go away, go away, go away. I don't want you here. You aren't allowed here. Like, just leave me alone. And I was terrified. And I remember just, it suddenly went quiet and I didn't hear the footsteps anymore. But I was so afraid of pulling like the covers down and having something like breathing on me, you know. So I stayed under those covers. I think I cried myself to sleep because I was terrified. And that was like the scariest, like that is the most demonic thing I have ever like encountered with. And when people say it feels evil, it feels evil. It's just pure hatred. Like there is nothing but hatred and the intent to hurt someone. It is terrifying. And it's just, yeah, that's the only thing I've met that I could really say is like specifically demonic. But oh my god, like I'm freaked out now because every time I talk about it, it makes me like freak out. Yeah, no fun.
No, you're good. Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. But yeah, that's the only thing I've met that's truly been demonic. Like I've had sleep paralysis and I've had something like stand like hanging on the ceiling watching me. But that was just, it was more curious than it was like hateful or with the intent to like do harm. Okay, time to talk about the Hotel Colorado. Okay,
Oh
so
boy, here we go. We're moving on.
so we were driving through Colorado, and my dad, like my family, we look into hauntings and things, and of course the Hotel Colorado is one of the big places that you really have to see, right? And it's spooky. It was terrifying. But it was, so the Hotel Colorado is kind of like the place you had to be. And my dad begged my mom, was like, can we please stop? Can we please? I just want to go in. I just want to look around and I want to see, because there's this story of, this woman, I don't remember her name. I think it might have been Rose. But there's this story that people will see her walking through the hotel, and they'll also smell her perfume when you're walking on the floor. I forget which floor it was. So my dad, my mom stayed, because we had our dogs, so my mom stayed in the car with my brother, and my dad and I went walking around. And the reason that my family and we do paranormal investigations is I am a little more sensitive to things than most people. Not a ghost story, but it was spooky. I had my name called and no one was home. Oh, that's always great. And I didn't have
What
my
if it
phone.
was God?
God. It was God.
To be fair, that is technically biblical.
That really?
I can't remember for the life of me the freaking passage, but yeah, there's one instance where one of those sons of one of the prophets was basically being called in the middle of the night, and he just kept wandering over to his dad, and his dad's like, "I'm not calling you. Go back to bed."
Isn't the
Yes.
Colorado Hotel based off The Shining? Yes, it is. That is the hotel that kind of made it. Kind of made that movie. Or I guess the movie made... Yeah. Yes, basically. Long to the short answer is yes. But anyways, we were going to walk around, my dad and I, and I forget which floor we were going to, but there's the specific floor that you would either see this woman or smell her perfume on this floor. And we got permission from the people. We just asked if we could walk around and see if we could see anything. And they said that was fine. We were allowed to. And so, of course, my dad and I, we were like, heck yeah. And so we just started walking around. And Oh, is it the Stanley Hotel that's The Shining? Sorry, my mod's trying to tell me. Might be the Stanley. The Stanley Hotel. That's right. I always get the two mixed up. But we got permission from the hotel staff to walk around and kind of look around, which was super cool. And of course, like every horror movie, just before we were going into this hotel, there was a huge thunderstorm walking by, or I guess rolling by, and it started pouring, and there was thunder and booms, and it was just so loud. And so we started going up the levels by the stairs, to the hotel, and we were just kind of wandering around, just goofing around, hoping we could see the lady, with the perfume, and or smell her. And we when we got to the floor, I forget which floor it was, but when we got to the floor that she's usually spotted, it's like the sound outside kind of like just suddenly became non-existent. Like it just deafened out. And there was a hotel staff, on that floor doing some room service, and she was just going through and changing towels and stuff. And so it was kind of awkward because my dad and I couldn't talk to each other. And we ended up... Come here, pig. We ended up... It was the 4th floor. What's wrong with the pig? I get to kill the pig. I can do what I want.
I said bye, pig.
Oh. And we got to this floor, and the sound just tuned out, right? Like, it just stopped existing. And we're walking past, and as we were walking, I suddenly felt like you know when like the heat is beating down and there's like kind of a mirage and it makes like it go wavy?
Yeah.
So that kind of happened for a second, and I kind of paused, and I felt immediately sick, and I felt like nauseous, and my vision was like wigging out on me like there was a mirage, except it was everywhere I looked, and I felt nauseous, and I was just I felt so sick. And my dad kind of looked at me, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't feel so good." And then I inhaled, and I smelled perfume, and he's like, "Do you smell that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I smell that." And he's like, that's her." And I was like, she just took a stroll through my body. So that's all I could really figure it to be, because we went from walking normally and not doing anything out of the ordinary that would cause strain, and I just immediately felt sick. It felt like it truly felt like something was trying to like pass through my body, and it was just making me nauseous on the way there. And so yeah, we ended up walking through, and we kind of walked around, and I think this is the same hotel. Correct me if I'm wrong, Monkey. But I believe at the same hotel, there's a room that you're not allowed to stay in anymore because they were trying to renovate it, and the wallpaper kept getting torn down. I don't feel so good, Mr. Callisto. That.
Wow.
That was good. That was good. That was quality. Good timing. 20 out of 10. Same hotel? Okay, I thought so. But when they tried to renovate the hotel, the wallpaper kept getting ripped down, so they eventually just closed that hotel, or closed that room down, because no one could stay in it. The activity in that room was just so high. The room would be dismantled completely. Oh, really? So it wasn't just like the wallpaper ripped? Ow.
If they just really didn't want anyone there.
I mean, makes sense. If you're forced to haunt one room, I wouldn't want to be in, like, at least let me choose the wallpaper, you know?
Living in Southern California, there's a lot of haunted spots here.
Really?
Yeah. Knott's Berry Farm was owned by one Walter Knott, who's a bit of a historic nut, especially about the Wild West.
Oh.
So, what he would do, he would go around, he'd go to every ghost town he could. He was born and raised in Calico. I don't know if you're familiar with the history of Calico.
I am not.
Calico, California was an old copper mining town. A little boom town out in the desert. It's still there. None of the original buildings stands, unfortunately. The only original thing that stands there is the mine, and they had to renovate a lot of it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's more of a Knott's Berry Farm flavor view into history, rather than an actual view into history.
Right.
This guy was, like I said, he was obsessed with Wild West, but he ended up buying a bunch of old Denver and Rio Grande railway equipment, narrow gauge, 3-foot. So the trains that run through Knott's Berry Farm are centuries old. Like centuries. No, they're a century old.
Huh.
A little over 100 years.
Holy
from
crap.
the 1880s. So a lot of the trains, a lot of the rail cars and everything, they were renovated. They were kind of, fixed up, repaired.
Yeah.
Set to go. Now, you don't really think much of it. It's like, okay, they just made it for excursion. They just renovated it for excursion things.
Yeah, as one does.
The rear car of that train, of that consist, is haunted, according to a lot of Knott's Berry Farm workers.
Oh.
And actually seen it.
Really?
Supposedly they said there are figures that tend to sit in the back of the train. Just chilling, just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, just
and you can only see them
chillaxing.
At night. So I occasionally go there. Don't tell the company I work for that I go there.
Yeah.
I go there. And I decided, I might as well try my luck. So I sat in the back. Nobody was bugging me. One of the workers there told me, "Are you sure you want to sit in the back? It gets a little weird this time of night."
That's why I'm here. Move, bitch! Give me my paranormal experience.
He said, okay, give me 1 second. He disappears. He comes back with the driver.
Oh.
And the driver tells me the same thing. Are you positive you want to sit back here?
Yes, let me sit back there, bitch. Get out of my way!
Essentially, so it's like, okay, God
freaking
be with
me
you.
out.
I wouldn't say siblings. Anyway,
is
moving
Monkey
on.
and Callie siblings? No, but Monkey is my family member.
Anyway, so they finally give up. They say, okay, vaya con Dios.
Yeah, muchas gracias to you too.
That means be with God.
Oh, that's great. That's exactly what you want to hear.
Go with God. Good luck.
Great,
So
okay.
I sit there, the train starts running.
Uh-huh.
Now, usually there's this feature where the train gets quote-unquote robbed.
Huh.
After a certain point in the train ride, the robbers enter the rear car and just start sticking up all the passengers. It's a little funny skit type.
Yeah.
This particular night, they just kind of rushed through. I'm not humming the X-Files theme. Anyway, Rod Sterling isn't alive. I can do the top of Twilight Zone all I want.
Fair enough.
Think about it.
I don't know. We're talking ghost stories. You never know. Oh my God! Literally, you smell like rat ass. Jesus. Thank you
Anyway,
for the burger.
Moving on. So I was sitting in the back of the train, and like I said, they usually have these caravans that try to rob the train.
Uh-huh.
So they don't even bother looking at me. They just rush through the back of the car. They don't even say hi or anything.
Yeah,
like,
and you're
nope,
like,
not dealing with
rude.
it. Yeah, so I don't really think much of it.
I'd say rude.
And
I'd
then
get up and I'd be like, what about
and
me?
then we
I
get
paid
through
for
a
my
small
seat.
section. Yeah, and then we get through a small section where one of the lamps passes by. You know that weird glow of the lamp through the window type of thing, just kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
while the train's moving.
Mhm.
I see a figure sitting there.
Huh.
It's kind of a glance.
Normal.
It's like, huh, neat. But obviously, there's nobody there. I just see the shadow of it.
Right.
And then I hear, I shit you not, I hear, "You're in my seat."
Oh, nice.
I
So did you
just
get
like,
up?
yep. I got up and moved to a different seat, and I hear, "Thank you."
Oh my god!
You know
God!
what? I you know, don't call me a coward. Look, if a guy asks you for his seat, I'm just gonna give it to his seat, and he thanked me.
Yeah,
Okay, he
yeah, it
thanked
was
me.
very, yeah, yeah. Dead
But
or alive, if he asked for his seat very nicely, as nice as it gets from dead people in that time period, you
you're in
give
my
them
seat.
their fucking seat.
I mean, I don't know if he was a regular commuter on that train. I don't
Can you
know.
stop moving so I can give you your fucking beetroots? Here,
Oh, right. Thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, I've been tasting you for
Is
like
that what
5
you've been
minutes.
doing?
Yes.
All right, sorry.
It's okay. I have a story I'd like to share with the class. Not mine, not a ghost story, but still interesting. Well, do it another time. We're talking ghost stories. Also,
Yeah,
apparently my grandpa worked on Rio Grande as a mechanic.
he was a mechanic for the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad.
I guess so.
Oh, machinist family. Oh, damn.
Um,
Yeah, those things are not easy to maintain. Those steam locomotives are not easy to maintain.
oh,
But that's a
I
different
would
story.
never assume. I would never assume that they would.
Anyway, like I was saying, this place, being in Southern California, is one of the more haunted areas.
Story time.
Up in Central California, there's just the Winchester Mystery House.
I love the
Obviously.
Winchester House.
And it's spitting distance away from here in Long Beach, California, is the RMS Queen Mary.
Right.
It had to be shut down during the pandemic and is currently undergoing heavy renovations.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately, the ship kind of started decaying
Oh.
a lot from
Ooh.
because all the owners that owned it
Yeah.
just kind of neglected it.
Oh god,
Kind
of
of left it
course.
to rot. So the city and the locals just kind of took up the slack, accepted the fact that they were going to be paying higher taxes to save it,
Mhm.
and just ended up, they're hoping to reopen the ship back in 2022.
Then COVID happened.
No. This is recent.
Oh. Well, it is 2022.
Yeah. So 2022, they're planning to reopen at the end of the year. Now, what they usually do this because they know that that ship is particularly haunted. They usually do a Halloween maze there every year,
Awesome.
and then of course they do the ghost tours.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I went on one of the ghost tours. I went on the more serious one, not the one with all the crazy, stupid lights and sounds and fake type of shit.
Mhm.
Let's face it, that's more tourist trap crap. And I went with a private group, me, somebody else, and the tour guide.
Yeah.
I know the weird things happening in California. Oh, right, now I remember. Anyway, moving on. I'll explain later. So anyway, we're wandering around. We're down in the guts of the ship. Okay, so the Queen Mary basically got gutted when it got moored in Long Beach.
Right.
And the reason for this is they wanted to remove the engines so it would not be used as a competitor in a competitor's ship line.
Right.
So that way Cunard didn't have to worry about that. Because at the time it was considered one of the fastest ocean liners. And it won the Blue Ribbon. It lost to the SS United States, which is a completely different story altogether, and that's more of an abandoned ship type of story. Anyway, so we're going down in the bowels of the ship. Obviously, all the engine spots and everything are kind of empty. All the fuel things are, and the fuel still leaks on the walls because there is still crude flowing through the veins of Queen Mary.
Yeah.
So we're going around. He's explaining, you can still hear stokers kind of doing the thing.
Yeah.
You can still hear stokers trying to work the valves, blah blah blah, chatter of workers, blah blah blah, that type of thing. And of course, he goes into the explanations of random deaths that happen on the ship. There's not many recorded ones, obviously.
I'll read your story in a second, Shadow.
So anyway, we're going around. We get to this one story in the bulkheads, where bulkhead doors are designed to slam shut.
Right. Yeah.
A particularly young crew member who unfortunately was crushed by one of the bulkhead doors.
Oh, what a way to go.
During one of the drills, he was basically just slammed down in half.
Oh, great.
So yeah, that was unfortunate for him.
Oh.
So we get to the bulkhead door where he was supposedly crushed to death.
Right.
And we just barely get past it. My foot barely clears it, and the damn thing slams shut.
Nah, I'd be fucking out. Did you say thank you? I'd like a refund for the rest of the half of the tour that I did not see because I'm leaving.
No. Even the tour guy was like, "God damn it, not again."
What? 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 Not again?
Yeah. Apparently that happens very often down there.
No, that's not normal. Why do you let people go through it? You're gonna have a sue. People are gonna sue. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
And you'd think he said it like scripted, like, "Oh, damn it, not again."
Yeah, no. It was probably literally
it was more, "Oh,
genuine.
God damn it, not again."
That's terrible. I hate that.
It was a genuine, "Oh, God damn, not again."
So here's a story from Shadowblaze _935.
So yeah, I nearly met the same guy end. So yeah, I nearly met the same end as that guy.
Fun. Always a blast. So this is my dad's story, but he swears to this day he was followed by a UFO. Basically, him and my grandma were driving on a highway in California. There was no one around them. All of a sudden, a ball of light follows them for a few miles and unexpectedly vanished. Now, there were no turn-off lanes, and this was like 1 to 2 in the morning, and the lights didn't leave the trail. It was weird to him. That sounds like a UFO to me. I mean, aliens.
It's unidentified. I wouldn't say aliens, but it's definitely unidentified. It's definitely flying, and it's definitely an object.
That's a UFO.
That
is the definition. Definition. UFO. Doofoo. The doofoo of the UFO. That's awesome. Scary, but awesome. I mean, they must have been fascinated by whatever car they were driving. And just like, is that a 94 Cadillac? Just
Why is he just rolling around on the ground?
God. Oh, man. Oh, that's so funny to me. Oh. That's beautiful. I love that. I love the idea
It's so
of
weird.
aliens.
Why is it rolling around on the ground like that?
Oh, what? Why does it move like that? Why? Why does it move like that? I'm gonna put the nether portal right here. And you cannot stop me.
But yeah, the Queen Mary is kind of a
Scary one. Kind of a scary one. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Pretty spooky. All the dude, oh my god. If I almost lost my foot, I would be out. I would be gone.
Yeah, there are plenty of other places in Southern California. Haunted Calico, obviously, Queen Mary. A lot of the missions, like the Spanish missions that were built here, are also haunted, obviously.
No.
Because those things have existed for a century, maybe a couple of decades before the United States was on that thing.
Ah.
Built in the 1600s type thing.
Right.
Some of them were built in the early 1700s.
Why is California so haunted?
Well, you gotta remember, a lot of this place is ancient.
Uh-huh.
Um, there were people before any settlers showed up, and there were people that showed up afterwards.
Right.
Um, the Spanish were wandering around here long before the English even bothered crossing the sea.
Right.
So, a lot of them ended up building up settlements and mission. Like, there's 21 surviving Spanish missions right now
Yeah.
that go up and down the California coast.
Mhm.
And those date back to the 1700s, but there were earlier missions that would date back to the 1600s,
Right.
but they've long since been destroyed. It's long since been reduced to rubble, type of thing.
Oh, of course. Let me guess, making room for houses?
No, they were already rubble by the time the new missions were popping up.
Oh.
They'd just been abandoned.
Why is California so haunted? That was my question.
Yeah. Why is
Easy?
Don't say the fires. The drought is the droughts are new. Like the droughts are relatively new. So.
Tell me. I want to know.
Gold rush, people kill each other. That's not. It was haunted before then.
I mean, it kind of got a point though.
True, but the gold
To
rush
make
also
a quick
happened
portion.
that in northern. That was all in northern California. Not in southern California right now.
Oh,
We were also
I
the
thought
route for
that
the
was
Los Angeles
death.
Trail.
Huh.
Now we don't talk about Northern California because Northern California is insane. There was also that whole thing with near Sacramento. There's a pass if you're heading
Sacramento.
toward, or if you're heading toward, no, up northern near Sacramento and the Bay Area. There's this pass on the other side of California going through the Sierra Madres by the name of Donner Pass.
Ah.
I don't need to tell you why it was named Donner Pass, do I?
No. No, you do not.
It was originally called Truckee Pass, named after the lake named Truckee Lake.
Ah.
But during the days of the westward expansion, it gained the name of Donner Pass and Donner Lake.
Mm.
For one particularly bad, and I do mean bad. Bad luck caravan of pioneers just basically going to hell in a handbasket.
Ah. Yeah.
They essentially, the Donner Party basically decided it was a great idea to start late on their westward trek.
Ah. Great idea.
And then they got to a point in the west called Independence Rock, I believe. And their decision to go from one route to another, some people have suggested, please don't follow the stupid route that you picked up on a piece of paper. This guy has never traveled before in his life.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what, we're just going to go down that route anyway.
Okay.
Rather than save, the route supposedly claimed that it saved time and actually shaved miles off.
Uh-huh.
They actually gained 100 miles.
Oh, God. Oh, my.
And got to the point in Reno, Nevada, just before getting up to the base of the Sierra Madres.
Right.
And it was already snowing.
Oh, of course.
And obviously, it's not a great idea to cross on oxen-drawn wagons through the Sierra Madres in a snowstorm. Now,
right.
You know, a little snow, whatever. You can traverse a little snow. A little slippery, sure, but, you know, it's cold. But you can handle it. However, there's this one memorial by Donner Lake.
Yeah.
It is. I'm trying to remember the size of it. What does the size have to do with it?
I don't know.
Essentially, the base where the statue stands of the Donner Party is about 22 feet high.
Okay.
That is how high the snow was.
Oh my God. Anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you stood in the way. Oh, man. Excuse me, I don't mean to yawn in your guys' face. I'm very tired. I also am somewhat sick, so I apologize if I'm not as bubbly. Bear with me.
Okay. Anyway, so the Donner Party basically got stuck up there in Donner Pass, freezing to death, and eating each other.
Ooh, delicious.
Now, obviously, you would resort to that for survival things, and nobody really says anything about it. However, there's this one last rescue to pick up the remaining survivors. There's supposed to be 3 or 4 of them. And they only find one.
Oh,
the food
no.
The food they left with him was untouched. And he was chewing on a human femur.
Oh, good. So did they save him?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, frankly, human tastes better anyway.
Great. Great. Bring that cannibalist back. You know what? We want you to be a taxpayer. Come with us. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who thought this was a good idea?
It's interesting, I'll tell you that much.
What the fuck? I mean, I will never understand long pork. I will never understand the appeal of long pork. It does not make sense.
We don't talk about long pork.
Well, you're talking about it right now.
I stopped already.
Okay, but you brought it up. You brought it up. Shh, you brought it up.
I didn't.
Okay, let's see. Oh, so anyways, I was in that hotel, right?
Yeah.
And we went to this room that becomes trashed, right?
Yes.
And it was boarded off, and my dad and I, we kind of looked at each other, and we kind of peeked in through the lock, because the lock on the door didn't actually have like a lock mechanism. You could actually see through the keyhole. And we kind of looked around, and it looked like a normal hotel room, except like it wasn't really touched. It wasn't like clean or any, like, you know, like a standard hotel room. It looked like a rundown, like condo, like motel place, right? And
yeah.
My dad, he got this brilliant idea, and he's like, I'm gonna knock on the door. And I'm like, don't you fucking dare. And he's like, why not? And I said, don't you fucking knock on the door. Like, do not interrupt it. I don't want you to. Stop it. And he's like, I'm gonna do it anyways. And I said, fine. And I stepped away from the door, because I wasn't doing any of that shit. Alfred Packer was in Colorado. It was old and dusty. I remember it wasn't like super clean. It wasn't like a hotel room ready to move in. It wasn't like destroyed, but it wasn't like ready to move in. And I hope I'm telling this right. My memory's kind of fuzzy. But my dad knocked on it, and it was silent, right? And kind of sat there for a second, and I was like, okay, you knocked on it, let's go, you know. I was like, let's leave. And he's like, no, and so he knocked on it again. It's still nothing, right? And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I like nudged my head. I was like, let's go. And he decided to knock again, and he's like, I'm coming in. And there was this roar, like this yell that came in from inside the room, and something slammed on the door, like two hands slamming on the door, and I turned around, I was gone, I was walking down, and my dad, he started speed walking with me, and as soon as we got halfway down that hallway, we started sprinting. We were gone so fast. It was so, whatever was there was unhappy with us, and I warned him, and he was laughing his ass off. He's like, ha 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 ha, oh, it was so funny. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. And he's like, but it was. Yeah. Not fun. Not fun. Not a fan.
Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, that was a something.
Are you guys familiar with the Aztec death whistle?
There's
Someone sounds familiar.
somewhat sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. And I swear to God, if you come up here and blow the Aztec death whistle, I will stop streaming. And I will sit in my room for 2 days with no food. My family has 2 Aztec death whistles.
And, we got an ancient one that we're not supposed to blow on.
And you do anyways? Go!
There it is.
Well, I'm ending the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, thank you, everyone. Oh! Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you're having a good Friday.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned it.
I hope you're having a good Friday, everyone.
I was gonna give into the history of the whole thing.
Yeah. Go ahead. My head hurts even more now.
And yes, okay, so basically, the Spanish were terrified of the damn things. Because they would be blasted.
Did you fucking hear it? I'd be terrified too. Don't. I literally hear footsteps and I'm terrified.
Yeah. So there's, they used to come in, just flank them from the jungles. Wait for them in the dark while they're wandering through and just blast the damn things. And the Spanish, I think, describe them because the modern ones do not sound the same.
I think
they do not sound the same as what the original design.
Yeah, they're supposed to sound like a screaming person.
And no, not just one, multiple screaming people. So essentially, I think the Spanish described it as literally hearing the souls of the damned from hell screaming for mercy in the dark.
I feel that way right now.
And they would blast this before an ambush, just completely terrified. And the Aztecs were not a gentle tribe. They were not a peaceful tribe. They were a warring nation. They industrialized human sacrifice. They did not give a crap. I heard that.
Heard what?
Oh.
What?
We also have a jaguar whistle from the mines. We won't talk about that one either.
Oh, cool.
It's supposed to sound like a jaguar.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So anyway, a lot of these were either destroyed for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Because they're fucking nightmares.
Or sent back to Spain.
Okay. Right.
But again, yeah, never call the Aztecs a peaceful, happy nation that were just fooled by.
Who does that?
You'd be surprised. A lot of people want to rewrite history as, oh, the Aztecs were peaceful, loving natives that were just exploited by the Spanish. No, the Spanish were hilariously
Oh my God.
Were hilariously rather kind with their description of the Aztecs.
Thank you.
Like, they were holding back a lot, because when that movement started, they had dug down into Mexico City, which is the ruins of their capital, Tenochtitlan. And rather than find the foundations of this great temple, like stone foundations, like normal people.
Uh huh.
The foundations are made up of skulls, lots and lots of skulls.
Makes sense.
The
It's
majority of the
like the
skulls
French
were
catacombs with the wall of skulls.
yes, but the majority of those skulls were not male or adult.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Of
the
course.
Aztecs didn't give a crap. They just like, okay, this is sufficient enough blood for which supposedly, so we can just go ahead and sacrifice him to that. What's that? Tlaloc needs some human sacrifice too. Let's sacrifice the children and infants to him too. Come on, let's do it. We got enough blood going around.
Well, I mean, they're non-discriminatory. Aren't we all about being non-discriminatory? Everyone can be sacrificed nowadays.
But yeah, the Aztecs.
Can't just sacrifice just white people.
Now the
That's
Mayans,
racist.
the Mayans are peaceful. They sacrificed themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Aztecs, yeah. Oh.
No, the Aztecs didn't give a crap. They're like,
No.
that's you're sufficient enough blood sacrifice. Let's sacrifice
Yeah, yeah,
you. Mayans, we gotta sacrifice ourselves. It wasn't even that bloody. Kind of poke a hole through something, just kind of drag a rope through it. It was weird.
It sounds
Mesoamerican culture is weird if you're not paying
Mm,
attention.
all American culture is weird. I mean,
Mesoamerican.
history is written by the people who win. So,
Yeah.
why
but
is
the
this
Spanish
pillar
were-
here?
I don't. Just ignore that. It's a monument.
I
Oh,
have your
my
monument.
monument.
I have your monument. I have your A sacrifice?
A sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Can you send the thing down? I don't want to go. I don't want to walk all the way back up. Thank you.
Anyway, but yeah, they would sacrifice themselves. And you know that ball game, right? Ball game.
The one in the
Road to El Dorado, yeah.
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You know who they would sacrifice?
No.
Have a guess.
A sacrifice for what? Why
Who
are
they
they
would when the game was won, who would be sacrificed?
the winners?
Yes, because the Mayan gods didn't like losers.
So you would purposely try to lose?
No, they would purposely try to win.
Oh, because they thought it was a blessing.
Yes, they thought it was the ultimate blessing, basically.
Well, they're freaking
And
idiots.
they would literally launch themselves into cenotes, which are these massive openings in the earth into underground
Great.
rivers.
I need a thing. Ooh, you have. Oh, this is bamboo.
Yeah, it's just bamboo.
I
Or you need
thought it was
reeds?
sugar.
There's some down there.
No,
Down below by
sugar
the-
cane. Sugar cane. Sugar cane.
Those are reeds, sugar reeds. They're down below by the river, by the dock.
They're called sugar cane, and it's too far away.
How's it too far away? It's over here. There's nothing out there.
It's too far away. I have sugar cane. I just need to grow more.
Julio and Miguel, mighty and powerful God.
It's tough to be a god.
God, I love that movie.
I love that song.
What the hell? What happened to the sugar cane? Oh, you have it.
I don't. You're a liar. Have a sunflower.
What?
Liars get sunflowers.
Liars get sunflowers now?
Yeah.
Here you go, fish, you lies.
Hey, look at this cave over here.
That was a great movie, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. One of my favorites. Look at this cave.
I wonder how it would have done if it was live action.
I would invest in a live action.
A live action Road to El Dorado.
I would.
El Dorado.
See, they're doing live actions of other movies, but why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
this?
but you know, I think it would actually work. It would come off as more of a. What's the name of that one movie I'm thinking of?
I don't.
Princess Brides.
Oh yes.
Where it's very cartoonish, but it was still kind of based in reality type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Kinda.
Princess Bride is amazing.
Ruh-roh,
Raggy.
No, that's not what he says. No, that's not what he says. Scooby-Doo goes, yeah, this doesn't feel safe.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
No,
Have
he
you not seen
fucking
it?
doesn't.
Have you not seen that?
You're a liar.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
You degenerate. You degenerate.
How am I a degenerate?
He doesn't say that.
He probably says
How dare you slander his name in your mouth? How dare. Why do I not have enough for an enchantment?
There, I posted proof.
Oh, I need 2 diamonds. 1, 2. 2 diamonds? When did they're remaking The Princess Bride? Oh no.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Why remake it? It was already good.
Also, a question: do you prefer dinosaurs with or without feathers?
I like both. I like dinosaurs. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna mine out this room, and I'm gonna make this room our enchantment room. Okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you for agreeing. Ah. I like dinosaurs with feather dusters. Actually, I like them both ways. Hey, you didn't respond, so I just took your silence as a yes.
What?
I knew you'd understand.
No, what are you doing? What are you taking?
Nothing.
Did you take my donkey?
No. I mean, yes, but no. Wait, this isn't tall enough.
What the hell are you doing down there?
Nothing.
That's not a portal. What is that? That's...
Shut up! Shut your mouth. This, over here, I asked you if it was okay if I turned this room into the enchantment room, and you said yes.
Oh, alright. Yeah, go for it.
Haha, you didn't even look
We'll
at
have
what
to
room.
expand it. Yeah, I saw the rooms over one of these. You just
What?
expanded it?
Yeah, I need the whole room, because I need to put the bookshelves in there. I'm gonna make it bigger into this wall. It's gonna go backwards. Never rob another man's donkey. It's a good thing I did not. So.
Yeah, everybody always stealing my donkeys.
I didn't steal your donkey.
The man with the donkey stays outside.
Huh?
Meh.
Why are you murmuring at me?
Meh.
Why?
Wee.
Huh? I'm so confused. Okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? Right.
I got chicken eggs.
What is wrong with you? Why does Trenchy donkey sounds like a cheap? I don't know. Why can I not read? Why?
This guy.
Fucking why? Why?
I'll stop making that noise.
Stupid. Stupid. What is that noise? Why? Why?
It's a bad laugh. It's a horrible laugh from this one freaking old Newgrounds video, a bunch of South Park knockoffs. And that's how
Oh
they
god,
laugh.
I
And
hate
it's on
South
loop.
Park.
No, and that's how they laugh in that stupid Flash movie, and it's on a loop. So you just hear wee hee wee hee wee hee wee hee
Great.
wee hee. Exactly, Monk. That's exactly how they laugh. Wee wee.
Oh my god. I literally don't have the brain power right now.
Post-mortem. Mortal. Use a totem of undying to cheat death. How do you even do that?
It has to be in your offhand, and then you die. Or you like, literally, you lose all your health, and then it
What did you do? Why is the
flies
pillar
out.
here now?
There's a pillar?
Random ass pillar out here.
Oh, yeah, it's your pillar. It's your momentum.
Momentum?
Yeah. Yeah, your momentum.
Mori.
Memento mori. Memento mori. Oh, citarita. Pizzeria. Mamma
Never say that
mia.
again. Pretty sure one of our viewers is Italian.
You want you want some of my fast cock? It comes in the pizza. Stop. There's copper back here. Come get your copper before I burn it.
I don't have a pick.
Okay, make a pick. We have the copper
On.
or the iron.
Give me a
Make the
second.
pick. Is it 1 block or 2 blocks away for the enchantment table?
I think it's okay. You have to have a block in between, I think. So it's 1 block away, like right there.
Stop. I think it might be 2.
God damn it. Oh, no, it's definitely 1.
I don't see
me a
it
sec.
sucking any particles.
"15 bookshelf blocks in a particular configuration." Nope, it's 1 block away.
Huh. Do you see particles?
Give it time. I don't think this. Hold on, I'm gonna swap over to a different resource pack here. It might just be a resource pack thing. Yeah, it's sucking particles.
It's doing the big zuck.
It's doing the zuck.
Nice. Okay, good.
So I think they forgot to put it in then. For
That,
this.
what dummies? Bug! We found a bug! Developers of the resource pack, we
Wait,
found
no,
a bug!
I'm seeing it in this resource pack too.
Okay, well, it's not in mine.
Well, that's because it's camouflage. They instead of just being pure white, it's like bluish at the bottom with yellow at the top.
Bug! We found a bug!
Would you stop doing that?
Developers! We found a bug!
How did you even
Hello?
get bookcases out here?
We found... How did I? I made them.
With leather?
Yeah? What else do you make them with?
Wood.
No... what? Yes. But also no.
And also a lot of me.
Stop. Literally stop.
Alright, fine, I'll stop with the wee. Why do you hate it? What's your aversion to wee?
The way you say it irks my soul.
That's the entire point of it. It's supposed to be annoying.
Can you replace the... I don't know what... Is this oak? And...
No, that's,
Well, the bottom is oak, right?
the bottom is oak, yes.
Okay. Do I have
gonna
oak?
make it
Oh, I
stone?
do. No, I'm gonna do carpet in here.
There we go.
Thank you.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes. I will literally ban that word.
You're going to ban it?
Yes.
Oh my god! Monkey, what the crap?
They live to make my life a living hell.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's 3 separate words. Well, technically it's 2. The last one being repeated.
Okay, well, I wouldn't ban hee because what if a Michael Jackson impersonator comes in? That would be that would be
Can't do it that high-pitched.
discriminatory. I can do it high pitched when I'm not dying, but I'm currently dying. Jamon! Jamama! Haha, got him.
Shimon!
Shimon! Shimon! Shimon, Lee!
Shimon and hee-hees.
Shimon, Lee!
So,
I'll
okay, so
be right
basically
back.
the re-hee-hee
I'll be right back.
thing is
I'll
supposed
be
to
right
sound
back.
like Peter Lorre.
What if Michael Jackson had an impersonator?
lisp.
I don't know.
No, he wouldn't! No, stop!
You've done this. I can't believe you've done this. Ah, death.
Okay, so
Hey,
that
can I make this
Rishi
jump?
laugh, that Rishi laugh was not only from the guy who did it made it sound like Peter Lorre trying to chuckle. Do you know who Peter Lorre is?
You can't make you can't make sugarcane grow with with bone meal? What kind of bullshit is this? What the fuck? I hate.
Okay, so anyway, so you know who Peter Lorre is, right?
Uh-huh.
No, you
No.
Peter Lorre is this old classic movie horror icon.
Right.
He sort of sounds like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Everyone
like
thinks his name is Igor.
Yeah.
It was never Igor to begin with.
Ah, most people make Igor sound like.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna
he
say.
never actually played Igor.
Hmm.
Igor sounded more like, yes, master. With his weird British accent.
Can you do that again for me? Your mic cut out.
Yes, master. That's how Igor actually
hold
sounded
on.
like. But
Wait, it cut out one more time?
okay, so most people think Igor sounded like Peter Lorre, which was, yes, master. But in reality, in the original movie, in the original Universal film, Igor sounded more British. So, yes, master. Yes, master. That's correct. He sounded more like that one guy from Young Frankenstein, Igor.
Igor was played by
Bela
Bela
Lugosi.
Lugosi.
Funny story. My grandmother is buried over in Holy Cross Cemetery in Culver City. Bela Lugosi is buried just on the hill nearby,
Hmm.
along with Sharon Tate and the
Is
Cosby
it
family. The Crosby family.
across for the portal?
No, it's two.
Okay.
Along with Bing Crosby and his group, also up on the hill.
Hmm.
There's a lot of famous names in that area. Janosh. Oh yeah, it was. There was never an Igor. Igor was a cinematic creation by Universal, wasn't he?
Sure, man. Whatever floats your goat. I have to go get one more piece of obsidian. Is anyone else really tired?
Though what's funny is the guy was actually never named Igor in the movie. His name was Fritz.
Sounds like this guy might have an identity crisis.
Well, no, that's more of a thing that moviegoers tend to kind of change up, you know.
Fritz was in the first, whatever that means.
The first movie, like the first original Universal film.
Mm.
Now, what's funny is Frankenstein. I'm just going to call him Frankenstein. He was never actually a doctor.
How many doctors do you know? How many people who aren't doctors do you know bring people back to life? It's literally their job.
Nope. Victor Frankenstein was never a doctor. He never graduated. He remained a student. In the original novel, he never actually got a doctorate. He was just an idiot that never kept notes. He was a baron.
He was a me.
Baron von Frankenstein.
Baron von
Victor von
Dinkelberry.
Frankenstein. He was Baron Victor von Frankenstein.
Baron von Victor Berry Dingleberry.
He had a brother, he had family, he had cousins, he had everything.
He had
and
a family?
A best friend that was so chipper, the sunlight basically followed him everywhere he went.
Aww, sounds gay.
Well, he died, so.
Well, that's less gay. If you're dead, you're obviously less gay.
Basically, the monster had a name as well.
Frankenstein.
Nope.
The monster was never named Frankenstein.
Yes, he was. He was
refused to be-
Frankenstein's monster.
He refused to be called Frankenstein.
His name is literally Frankenstein.
No, it's not.
His merchandise says so.
What? No. Anyway, so the monster actually gave himself the name of Adam.
Adam. Why?
He read it in the Bible and said, "I am the first of your creations."
Hmm.
And he wanted a bride. Which is where Bride of Frankenstein came from
Bride
Universal
of-
Films.
The Bride of
But
Frankenstein.
Victor Frankenstein refused to build one because it came to mind that's like, well, what if he had two reasons why he didn't do it. One, these two can breed these super children.
Super chicken.
And basically tried to destroy the world.
You think he's
Easy.
fertile?
He didn't know. He really didn't know.
You think
Like I
he's
said,
fertile? He's dead.
He didn't
He
know
got
that. Like
sperm
I said,
swimming around in his donated ball
like
sack.
I said, Baron Victor von Frankenstein was not a doctor. He was an idiot.
Oh.
He was an idiot grad student that couldn't figure out what the fuck he was doing.
Understandable.
So he didn't know whether they would reproduce, or worse still, just because he made a female monster
Mm-hmm.
for him,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't necessarily guarantee that she would fall in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, understandable complaint. And then he was terrified, I'm going to have two emo children just wandering around destroying everything because one of them wants to bang and is refused to bang and becomes an incel. And the other one has to deal with the fact that this idiot wants to bang her.
Understandable problems.
So he did the most rational thing anyone can do. He destroyed the female.
Okay.
Which, needless to say, enraged the monster.
No. He killed his girlfriend and it pissed him off?
Yeah,
Crazy.
and then he made it a personal vendetta against the Frankensteins. Killed Victor's beloved Elizabeth. Killed his brother. Killed his best friend. Killed and made one of the maids look like it was responsible for the death. It just got bad. It got to a point where it drove Victor Frankenstein mad.
Oh.
Where he just was running to every corner of the earth. And essentially, it ends where it begins, where an Arctic explorer discovers Victor Frankenstein is wandering around in the Arctic by himself.
Right.
You're
You're joking! What
Really?
the fuck? What the fuck?
What did you do?
Okay, well, you know how I said that we might spawn right by another fortress?
Did you spawn right by another fortress?
Oh, no. I fucking wish.
What did you spawn into?
You could come
I see.
Oh my god! No!
And I just killed my pet.
Your pet? What pet?
Toast-a-lottle!
No! No! You're joking!
I am.
Oh
Those
my
are dead in
god.
the chest. I'm not an idiot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we're almost at 2 hours of our stream, so thank you so much everybody for watching. I'm not streaming for 3 or 4 hours because I am not feeling well. And I literally, this is the worst, and this is the worst nether. What the fuck?
How did it not spawn a platform?
It did. It did spawn a platform. I don't know what happened. Oh man. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much everybody, and I hope I will see you guys. I'll be streaming again on Sunday. So I hope to see you guys then. Bye everybody. Bye.